Let's talk about the holidays, um, but from a different angle. From a different angle. You know that on holidays, either you're going to visit some family or friends, or they're coming to your house, or you have to bake a pie for the next potluck, or your grandma's coming over with your in laws, and your nieces and nephews are coming over for at least a day. So you, on the other hand, have a routine to manage your disability. So, and how are you going to do that exactly if you have to go to the movies and make sure that the pie doesn't burn? So, well, welcome to the channel. My name is Lisa, and we're going to talk about the routine, your routine to manage your health, your pain, your whatever it is you deal with, but mainly for wheelchair users, because we have medications, we have stretching, we have bowel routines, we have all of that, and we have to cover it all somehow. In between the visits and the goings and the getting in the car or somebody picking you up, whatever it might be. And that's not easy. But you have to keep your routine somehow. And, in my case, if I forget some medication, pain is going to soar and go through the roof. And then I'm going to be miserable. So I have to be really careful in terms of my medication routine. And then I did my stretching already this morning. I have to go out today to a big ceremony, and I'll be back 3:30, so in time for the next overflow of medications. And then some stretching, and then some walking. So I do walk a little bit, so I try to exercise those muscles so I don't lose them completely. At some point, I'll probably lose them, but for right now, I try to keep the little that I have. So what is your routine, and what are some things you absolutely cannot skip, and how are you going to manage that throughout the holidays? I know nobody sits down and plans this, but they just forget them and don't do them. And then they're in trouble later on, and then they have to go to the doctor, and the doctor asks, well, what did you do during the holidays? And, they're in trouble. So my encouragement to you is to really plan in between, and for you to have a little bit more control over the time and when visitors come, when visitors go, so that in between you can get done your routines and stay healthy during the holidays. A lot of times, a lot of us, we get sick because we let others take control of our schedule, and then, then our routine, our personal routine to manage our disability just goes out the window, and we can't afford that. So, because the doctor really doesn't want to see me after the holidays, because they're probably on holiday. They went and took a vacation from all the crazies. So, so it's how, the big question is, how will you stay healthy throughout the holidays? How will you stay healthy? And I have to be careful with foods. I have to be careful with how much and how little. And, it's all of that balance, because I have some other disabilities that I have to manage. So, and one of them is food, because I can't do raw food, and I can't do this kind of food, and I can't do the other kind of food. So, so moving around is going to be, that kind of challenge. So, so it's what not to skip, what you shall not skip, so that you don't end up in a lot of pain, or you don't end up, with ton of spasms. I have a little bit of extra medication in case the spasms really start to bother me, because I'm going to be sitting and I won't be able to stretch out today until much later. So, what could cause you to, absolutely crash? And that's what we want to avoid is the crashing. So, don't forget your meds. Be careful with foods. Stretch out when you can, because I have my recliner. I stretch out and I rest. I have to rest because I'm a specialist in pain. so so stretching out, resting helps. And I won't get that usual opportunity in my usual time today. So I have to be careful that not to miss medications that'll help me maintain. So I want you to really consider this and make sure that you take a look at, when your mother is coming, when your in-laws are coming, when your nieces and nephews are coming, when Auntie May is coming, all of that, and to make sure in between the pie doesn't get burned. So that's the game. So that is the game. And for you to remain healthy. So let's make a deal, you and me, to stay healthy this year and not get sick like last year. Because last year when I made a trip over to see my family, oh man, my. I got sick. So, and I don't want to do that this year. So I'm really going to focus on things and make sure that I have control over my schedule. And I tell people I really need to stop at certain time. I need to rest and I need to catch up on my sleep if need be. So I'll leave you with those thoughts. And for you to be cautious and be mindful of your own health and try your best to be in control of the schedule and say, no, can we do it a little bit later? Can we do it a little bit earlier? So, I don't think anybody's going to have a conniption because of that. So, I really don't. So, unless it's a scheduled thing, in terms of, unless it's a scheduled thing like a movie or, a show of some kind that you want to go see. And then you have to do your routine either earlier or after, depending on how much your body can tolerate. That is my encouragement for the holidays, truly, to safeguard your routine and your treatments throughout the day, and for you to have a little bit control over the schedule so you can get your things done, whether it's earlier, whether it's on time, or a little bit later, so you know what you can tolerate. The goal here is not to get sick, and that is my goal through these holidays, not to get sick. So let's do it together. Let's report later after the New Year's to see how we all did in terms of safeguarding our health routines. All right. Well, I hope everybody is well and is ready for the holidays. And I want to invite you to see the next video that's going to be down here. And more views, the better for me. So feel free to take a look at the next video and tell me what you think about it. All right. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.